Right now, you're probably sitting down to watch this video, and staying seated for a few minutes to view it is probably okay. But the longer you stay put, the more agitated your body becomes. It sits there counting down the moments until you stand up again and take it for a walk. That may sound ridiculous. Our bodies love to sit, right?
Everyone likes to sit so that we can play with our phones and computers. It is very relaxed. But our body don't think so. Sometimes when we sit for a long time, our body will be sore. It is good for us to get up and work now.
Clearly that people like to sit. For a student, he or she might sit 9 to 10 hours per day. That's a lot. But do you ever feel that after a long time sitting, you really want to get up and move around? That's because your body doesn't really want to sit, and the muscle will be very tired when you're sitting there for a long time.
Not really. Sure, sitting for brief periods can help us recover from stress or recuperate from exercise. But nowadays, our lifestyles make us sit much more than we move around, and our bodies simply aren't built for such a sedentary existence. In fact, just the opposite is true. The human body is built to move, and you can see evidence of that in the way it's structured. Inside us are over 360 joints and about 700 skeletal muscles that enable easy, fluid motion. The body's unique physical structure gives us the ability to stand up straight against the pull of gravity. Our blood depends on us moving around to be able to circulate properly. Our nerve cells benefit from movement, and our skin is elastic, meaning it molds to our motions. So if every inch of the body is ready and waiting for you to move,
Sitting can help us recover from change and exercise. However, human body is built to move instead of sedentary. In the structure of our bodies, the joints, muscles, bones, and skin make our bodies more flexibilities and help us to move and do exercise. By the way, exercise can promote our blood circulation, and it is also good for the nerves.
Human body is built for move. Skin, bone, skeletal muscle. With these things, you can move very nice. For example, if you want to run, you will need your muscle move your bone, and your skin will change by your movement. And according to the research, that people shouldn't sit for 19 minutes per time, and they should stand up and relax for a sec after that.
what happens when you just don't? Let's start with the backbone of the problem, literally. Your spine is a long structure made of bones and the cartilage discs that sit between them. Joints, muscles, and ligaments that are attached to the bones hold it all together. A common way of sitting is with a curved back and slumped shoulders, a position that puts uneven pressure on your spine. Over time, this causes wear and tear in your spinal discs, overworks certain ligaments and joints, and puts strain on muscles that stretch to accommodate your back's curved position. This hunched shape also shrinks your chest cavity while you sit, meaning your lungs have less space to expand into when you breathe. That's a problem because it temporarily limits the amount of oxygen that fills your lungs and filters into your blood.
Okay. This part is talk about the badness of sitting for a long time. So at first, sitting for a long time has obvious harm to our spine. When you sit for a long time, you will get into the habit of hunching over, resulting in spine joints and your muscles cannot relax. And then your lumbar disc has the great influence. At the same time, helping reduce the space in your chest cavity, that it's limiting the amount of oxygen that we breathe.
When people sit, especially when you're playing with your cell phone or computer, you will need the support from your vertebra and the muscle around it. It will give you the strength to sit, but if you sit in a bad position for a long time, your muscle will be tired and the vertebra will be deformation. Bad position of sitting will also make your breath harder. That is why some people are doing hard on cardiovascular. And to have a good position, first you need to sit tall and try to put the things that you want to see at the front, in front of your your eyesight, like in front of your eyes, so that you don't need to bend your vertebra.
Around the skeleton are the muscles, nerves, arteries, and veins that form the body's soft tissue layers. The very act of sitting squashes, pressurizes, and compresses, and these more delicate tissues really feel the brunt. Have you ever experienced numbness and swelling in your limbs when you sit? In areas that are the most compressed, your nerves, arteries, and veins can become blocked, which limits nerve signaling, causing the numbness, and reduces blood flow in your limbs, causing them to swell. Sitting for long periods also temporarily deactivates lipoprotein lipase, a special enzyme in the walls of blood capillaries that breaks down fats in the blood. So when you sit, you're not burning fat nearly as well as when you move around. What effect does all of this stasis have on the brain? Most of the time, you probably sit down to use your brain. But ironically, lengthy periods of sitting actually run counter to this goal. Being stationary reduces blood flow and the amount of oxygen entering your bloodstream through your lungs. Your brain requires both of those things to remain alert, so your concentration levels will most likely dip as your brain activity slows.
When you sit for a long time, your limb often feel numb or swollen because of blocked blood vessels and limited nervous signaling. Lipoprotein lipase is a special enzyme in human body, but if you're sitting for a long time, it doesn't work. I know it is really hard to understand, so put it another way, sitting for a long time will make you fat. For our brain, sitting for too long slows down brain activities and decreased concentration.
When people sitting, the blood in some joints will be blocked, so that the fat and the oxygen in the blood will decrease because your lung is squeezed. While people always sitting when they think about something or doing the work, but it actually can't help you think and finish the work. The position can only make your body feel comfortable.
Unfortunately, the ill effects of being seated don't only exist in the short term. Recent studies have found that sitting for long periods is linked with some types of cancers and heart disease, and can contribute to diabetes, kidney, and liver problems. In fact, researchers have worked out that worldwide, inactivity causes about 9% of premature deaths a year. That's over 5 million people. So what seems like such a harmless habit actually has the power to change our health. But luckily, the solutions to this mounting threat are simple and intuitive. When you have no choice but to sit, try switching the slouch for a straighter spine. And when you don't have to be bound to your seat, aim to move around much more, perhaps by setting a reminder to yourself to get up every half hour. But mostly, just appreciate that bodies are built for motion, not for stillness. In fact, since the video's almost over, why not stand up and stretch right now? Treat your body to a walk. It'll thank you later.
At last, there are many negative effects of sitting for a long time, such as some serious and deadly diseases. More and more people are dying because they don't exercise. Therefore, sitting for a long time has a great influence on our health. We should try to change while sitting or stand up and walk.
While the research shows that there are some horrible diseases are related to the sitting time, and people should stand up, go outside, and do exercise, because it can make you fresh. It's just like a computer and having a lot of website opening at the back, and it need to refresh, so it will be coming better or fresher, or maybe faster. So does the human. All you need to do is stand up after like 90 minutes sitting in front of your computer and go outside, breathe some fresh air, and maybe do some jumping jack. That would be good for you.